Hey guys, we are back now with another Gen 6 Wi-Fi battle. Today I take on Aria, and this is actually our second battle, because our first one was under GeneralSecura's Pokemon Wi-Fi battle tournament. You can see that one in his Pokemon channel. Anyway, let's get started. I start off with Braviary. He starts off with Bruce Lee, the Mienshao. And it's a shiny one too. Seriously, I'm seeing shinies all over the place. He goes for a fake out, and that does 30 damage, and I get the flinch, which sucks. Fortunately, however, I go straight for the Brave Bird, which does a boatload of damage. Thank you, Choice Scarf. If I didn't have it, the outcome would have been very different. And it was super effective. I don't know if I did get the crit, though if I did, I apologize. It was kind of, messy. Anyway, she sends in Eris, the Tyranitar of all things. Another one? Last battle, I already had a deal with a shiny Tyranitar. Now this? I'm not taking any chances, so I had to make a switch, and I send in my own Mienshao. Fortunately, it's not given a nickname. The bad news is that this Tyranitar Mega evolves into a Mega Tyranitar, and its stomach changes color too. Looks kind of scary. And knowing this, it would probably also have Sandstream too. It goes for the Stone Edge, though the Stone Edge wasn't that effective. Although I get buffeted by the Sandstorm, which makes it worse. I go for a fake out hoping to do some damage, but I did pretty minimal. Wasn't that effective, got the flinch, so yeah. I'm now living on borrowed time because I'm down to 37 HP. I instead go for a Drain Punch, and the Drain Punch does kill the Mega Tyranitar in one hit. 4 times weak to fighting, and I get most of my health back, so yay. I wonder if that's really a good thing, but whatever. I'm happy with that. So let's find out what he's going to do next. And she sends in Siglif. I can't even get the name right, and make it worse, it's shiny too. I go now for a Stone Edge, and the Stone Edge just takes it down in one hit. And I get a crit. Yeah, one hit. It would be pretty surprising to see what it could do. Though I'm also surprised that Siglif can survive through sandstorms. Now comes the bane of our problems. Umbreon. Umbreon comes out and now goes for a Protect. I just want to go for a Drain Punch, and guess what? It didn't work. Yeah, because it protected itself. And the Sandstorm has subsided, which means it's good. And I go for the Drain Punch, and the Drain Punch does about half damage. I am pretty impressed by it. Although I do get my HP back up to full power, that makes no difference because he goes right away for a little round of Foul Play. And the Foul Play does a load of damage. He also gets a crit, too. Damn, that's just crazy. And he gets HP restored by leftovers. He goes for a Protect just so he can stall it out and restore HP. I go instead for a U-turn. That doesn't work either because he's protected. And his HP goes up even higher than before. I could have just switched out, but I didn't know what I was thinking. This time I decided to go for a U-turn, and the U-turn does do some damage, but not by a whole lot. Not by a whole lot. I do get a free switch though, so I'm happy with it. And I now send in my Rotom Frost, since most of the match has been with Mienshao dominating. And he now goes for a Moonlight, and the Moonlight restores its health even higher than before. Oh boy, this Umbreon is going to be a major pain in the butt if I'm going to do something fast. Ah well, let's see how things turn out later on. And he goes for a Protect, and as I thought, he makes a pretty good prediction on that. Protects itself, I went for the trick, that didn't work. Though if it did, I would have gotten the leftovers, and he would have gotten the choice specs. That would have made things a little bit different. But it makes a switch because I have a funny feeling we're going to be seeing it again later. And Aria sends out all of that. The Darmanitan. Oh dear, this is bad. However, I do get the trick. He ends up getting a choice specs. I wonder what I do get. I get nothing? What? Oh dear God, no. Well, I didn't think he would pull that trick off. Not that it matters since he went for a Flare Blitz and takes down my Rotom Frost. I've been double crossed, and I've been double duped. Ain't that sucky? So now I decide to send in my Starmie hoping to take it down, and he makes a switch. And that's a pretty good switch because he knew that I would go for the Scald, and she decides to go for an Umbreon. I do go for the Scald, but the Scald damage is not so much. Very little. And gets the burn. Yeah, it gets the burn. How about some... Oh, no. Made worse is that the Synchronize kicks in, and I get the burn, too. That sucks. Ugh, I don't know what I would do. But either way, now due to the burn, Focus Sash is completely useless. So I could just let it out to die, because that would have been a smart play, right? Right? No, that wasn't a pretty smart play. I decided to make a switch instead, and I sent in my Arcanine. Though thinking I only did that to predict that he would do foul play, but instead he went for the Protect, and it didn't work. Yeah, I think I made a pretty good prediction on that one. So he gets a Leftovers recovery, however he suffers the burn, and he's on borrowed time. He's already crippled to begin with, so I don't think a foul play wouldn't matter. I go instead for the close combat, and that takes down Umbreon. It was a lot of work, though if that Umbreon wasn't burned, the outcome would have been very different. Though to be fair, if it did foul play when Starmie came in, yeah, it would have been very deadly. It really would. And now he sends in all of that, the Darmanitan. And he sends in Rock Slide and fails. But I, on the other hand, go for a close combat, and my attack didn't fail. In fact, I take it down in one hit. Though if the Rock Slide did hit, it would have sucked. And make it worse, Darmanitan has Sheer Force, which makes it even more deadlier. Darmanitan has Sheer Force plus Life Orb equals bad news. And now she sends in Cinccino, and it's a shiny Cinccino. I can't even tell. He goes for the Rock Blast, and that it misses. I instead went for the Crunch, which I can do damage. Oh, now I know why it's shiny, because of the colors on its ears. I get it. It makes sense now. And Cinccino again goes for the Rock Blast, and lest we forget, Cinccino has Skill Link, which means that anything that has any moves that have like 2 to 5 hits will always hit the max no matter what. A very useful move. You have like different combinations like Bullet Seed and Rock Blast, etc. So I sent in Starmie, and I went now for the Psyshock, and that pretty much does it. That takes down Cinccino. Thank you very much for the battle area. You guys wanted to see the first battle. If you guys want to see the first battle, the link's in the description. It was during GeneralSecura's Pokemon tournament under his Pokemon channel. I think PokémonSecura. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. It does mean a lot to me. Please don't forget to answer the QOTD in the description. And I hope to see you guys soon with another Wi-Fi battle. Alright, peace guys.